Skinny talk are strict, but always right on time. You're not a dog. You don't need a treat. What you eat in private will be shown in public. You deserve a cheat day when you've been cheating your whole life. I'm not going to sugarcoat it because you'll probably eat that too.
Skinny's back, which is terrifying if you're a woman, and I have some horrifying data to share with you. During New York Fashion Week, which just happened in 2025, there were roughly 3,640 looks on the runways, and I want you to try and guess how many of those models were plus size, because the answer is 23.
You want to know how I went from this to this. I started on compounded semaglutide, which is like Ozempic Wegovy. I lost 15 pounds in the first month, which was insane.
Skinny is the outfit. Being skinny sends a message. You respect yourself. You prioritize yourself. You don't put yourself last.
Here we go again. TikTok done did it again. You know, there's some things that are in the past that we should leave the past. This is one of those. 3-bite rules and walking 75 minutes a night. Are you all right? Have we really lost the plot? Hey Visionaries, it's A back on your screen with another one. Hope you're well. As you can tell from the title, we are discussing skinny talk because it is a lot. Honestly, I have trained my TikTok to not share this type of foolishness, but once it started spilling over into these YouTube streets, I want to share my piece and I would love to hear yours. You can put your perspective down below. As this is the Authentic with Alicia podcast, and this might just be a Patreon exclusive. So if you want more, you can head over there. I want to share 4 different authentic angles. And in this episode, they're gonna be skinny as a social status symbol. Then we'll discuss hijacking health. We'll move on to social media eats up sickness. And as you can tell, I am tired of it. And we'll have a little bit of time to talk about you are what you eat. Because after all, unlike a lot of these influencer girlies, I am actually qualified to talk about nutrition. I have a degree in nutrition and food science. Let's start off with skinny as a status symbol, because it's not missed on me that a lot of people are capitalizing and commodifying a small figure. It's so ironic because as part of the hashtag naturally skinny community, I used to hate being skinny when I was little. In my culture, I'm Caribbean, I was considered maga, which is not a good thing. So to see the smaller frames regain popularity, it's like, wait, wasn't the early 2000s literally 25 years ago? So what's going on? I think it has a lot to do with Ozempic, as I like to call it. Some of these celebrities switched up overnight, and that medicine meant for diabetics is at the root of a lot of their switch ups. Part of the problem is social media, much like magazines back in the day, is a chicken before the egg, does art imitate life or life imitate art scenario where we're not sure if the celebrities are catching on to skinny being on again because BBLs were just here like 5 minutes ago, or if it's a matter of people catching on to seeing their favorite celebs look younger and skinnier than they did back in their heyday. Like, how are we tinier than we were in our prime? Like, can we age gracefully? Is that allowed or no? I feel like that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. What I've noticed as I've skimmed through some of the skinny talk is a lot of the conversation is around unlocking a new level of life when you look a certain way. And I hate to break it to you girlies, it's not so much better over on this side. I'm not gonna lie, pretty privilege is a thing, and unfortunately fat phobia is as well. So there are gonna be some biases out there, but your life is not gonna be so much brighter and lighter when you drop the LBs. Trust me, you're gonna still have different problems. And one thing I can tell you as someone who's legally blind, there are gonna be other things in your life that challenge your mind because life is so unexpected. So I get it. There's a lot of women who wanna look good because after all, female fitness is like 10% about health and 90% about how we look when we're working out, like quite literally. I might want to take some time another time to talk about the gym girlies and the fits, but we'll leave it where it lay for today. It's not missed on me that skinny talk is thriving off of selling people's insecurities and telling them they can level up and live a better life if they look right.
Lose the weight, lose it. The people who tell you, oh, the beauty standards are always changing, so you gotta learn how to love yourself, they are lying straight to your face. Being skinny will always be in.
Being skinny is self-respect, and if that offends you, maybe it's because it hits too close to home. I used to weigh 107 kilos and I had excuses too.
Before you people come here and drag me, I am not saying this for anyone to try to starve themselves. I'm just saying that for you to actually lose weight, you gotta just stop eating as much as you do.
If you are on a weight loss journey, I want you to understand that being skinny is a lifestyle and not a goal. You can't put a time frame on being skinny because it's forever.
All I care about is literally being hot and skinny, so let's talk about it. If you genuinely want to have the biggest glow up of your entire life in just a couple of months, here are some realistic things that you can do every single day to help improve that. Number one is always walking over 10,000 steps every single day.
It's so far removed from the body positivity movement that was just a few moments ago. Like, wasn't that... I used to see so many campaigns and I'm like, okay, we're moving forward with things. Like I said, at the end of the day, we all have insecurities at one point or another in our life. And bringing skinny to the forefront again, I don't know. It's saying a lot that someone who is skinny is saying they don't know, because I feel like it comes with so many things. It pits people against one another, and I'm not here for that. There's also something to be said about classism when it comes to being skinny and this implicit bias that you're just better and that's why your life should be better. If that's the case, why is that the case? Inquiring minds want to know. Moving on to the second angle, hijacking health, which I don't want to get heated during this one, so someone please come calm me down. But as I mentioned, because I spent countless hours reading chapters, studying studies, doing research in the labs for school to get a little piece of paper to say I know a thing or two about nutrition and food science, it annoys me to no end that people will come onto social with the swiftness to say all types of foolishness. Who made up this idea that tomatoes make you fat? Where do they do that at? Honestly, the fact that tomatoes are high in zeaxanthin and lutein, things that are good for the eyes, and I'm legally blind, please protect your visual health. And there are so many other nutrients in foods like tomatoes, like vitamin A and vitamin C that your body needs. And don't get me started, because I'm going to take a little time at the end of this episode to talk more about nutrition, because when I get into nutrition mode, you may already know. This idea that health is being repurposed in this pretty package of once you look a certain way, your life is going to be good, has such a toxic undercurrent to it. And all of these influencers who are sharing tidbits without actually knowing the truth behind what they're saying is just a recipe for disaster.
I think that you deserve to have the hottest body ever just because you went to the gym for 3 days in a row. I've lost over 20 pounds and I've kept it off for years because of this. It's after work, I'm exhausted, I don't feel like walking, but guess what? I fucking have to.
Look at how many steps I'm currently doing. Add 1,000 or add 2,000.
Burning about 2,000 calories a day. And that's what you should be eating. You should eat what you burn. Think of it like money. If you had $5, would you spend 30? No, because you ain't got $30.
Starving yourselves when all you had to do was go for a walk and stop eating so much. It is that simple.
Yes, I'm way more cognizant of the things that I eat, especially in situations out of my control, like eating with family, going out with friends. Maybe back in the day I had 2, 3, 4 plates, and now I'm only having 1.
I used to look like this, now I look like this. That means when I talk, you listen. You have to exhaust yourself. Like when I spend an ungodly amount of time in the shower and doing my skincare for like an hour, hour and a half, I'm too tired to go to the kitchen and like make myself something to eat. Closing with a single digit number followed by PM. No ifs, ands, or buts. Kitchen's closed.
Hi, quick skinny girl tip here. I now eat all of my meals on a small plate.
It's not missed on me that a lot of what people are saying has like a little tinge of truth in it. You know, they say a broken clock strikes right twice. That is definitely the case for this subculture on TikTok, because sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm with you, and then I'm like, wait, you just went way off the cliff with that one. It's so unnecessary. For what? For some clicks, some views to go viral too? Don't even get me started, because that leads perfectly into the third angle we're gonna look at, which is social media eats up sickness. There's no mistaking that some of the biggest communities have connected around their insecurities, and Skinny Talk is no exception. I think of Skinny Talk akin to the financial bros that keep getting scammed by these crypto things. I don't know, let me know if you connect the dots like that too. There's industries literally built up off of bad advice.
I don't take any offense to anybody on Skinny Talk. I need to be bullied sometimes. I need a little tough love to make sure that I get those 10K steps in.
You want that dessert? That's fine, eat a dessert. I'm having one after this. But what I'm having for dinner isn't a number one from McDonald's. It's healthy carbs, healthy fat, healthy protein. So when you have your dessert, you don't feel guilty.
One thing about Skinny Talk is that it tells the truth. okay? I love Skinny Talk because there's no BS. It's like, it is what it is.
I'm just gonna say this, and if it hurts your feelings, maybe it should. If you're tired of being out of shape, tired of your clothes not fitting, tired of feeling like freaking crap, but still making excuses, you're literally not tired enough.
When I say skinny is back in, I am talking about people that were embracing their curves for a while and kind of making the fit girl come back and saying, oh, now it's better to have, that was a Hollywood trend, I feel like, over the last 5 years. But now everybody's trying to get dangerously thin again.
You'll be talking about something completely different and be like, that's why you're fat. And I always felt bad for them because I'm like, damn, they could never catch a break. Like, they literally can't even eat in peace. Like, that is the most human thing to do, to just regularly just eat and enjoy your meal. And you can't do that because someone's always looking over your shoulder being like, you sure you want to? And it's just like, so yeah, when they decide to lose that weight, oh yeah, crazy character development.
I am so annoyed when it comes to nutrition because when you eat well, it can really change so many different things in your life. Generally, like when we go on social media, whether to be educated or entertained, we're going on there for a purpose. And to know that on the other side of the screen, someone's using their camera to share things that aren't good for us. This is just another cautionary tale that we gotta watch what we consume because we never know what the intention is of the person on the other side. There's no denying that some of these influencers have made big bucks off of other people's insecurities. Now, disclaimer, not all of Skinny Talk is brain rock. There's some really good stuff on there, but you gotta sift and sort. I would say it's like an 80-20. And I'm not just saying that because it's Skinny Talk. Like most hashtags, when you look, there's so much foolishness among the facts. It's so crazy how the World Wide Web is the wild, wild west and things are not regulated the way they need to be. Like anyone can get up on social and be a guru or a specialist without even having any accreditation. Like, is school not a thing anymore? Am I missing the memo where standardized education is not a thing anymore? Okay, I'm not mad at my segues in this episode. That perfectly leads to the fourth and final, which is you are what you eat. From a nutritionist perspective, what we ingest fuels our day. So depending on our energy levels, we're gonna require more. If we're doing a lot, we're running around, we're doing things for work, we're doing a lot with our family and friends, we're gonna have to ingest more because that's what our day requires out of us. Other days that are low impact, maybe we don't need as many caloric intake. And similarly goes for what we are eating. There's something that my favorite prof said in first year, second semester that still rings true. She said, the most important thing you need to know is variety and moderation. And the class was crickets because we're like, wait, what? I know for me, I was like, I'm paying how much for what? Maybe I should be changing programs. Like, I don't know if I should be in this field. But the more she went on, the more I realized that variety and moderation is at the key of every healthy lifestyle. Balance, basically. So when you are what you eat, you're eating a variety of nutrients that your body needs in order to run optimally. You're not risking your life and cutting out things because you want to look a certain way. Because at the end of the day, who are you if you look good, but you don't have your health and you can't do certain things and you can't really enjoy the fruits of life, quite literally and figuratively. And then on the other side, you are what you eat is something that transcends nutrition so easily. The things that we consume on social media, the people we talk to, the places that we occupy, whether it be work or socially, says so much about us, and we are ingesting energy in a way. The way that we spend our time, our mind, it's not called paying attention for nothing. It's a form of currency, and literally money says so much about how we identify ourselves, and what we take in informs so much about how we feel about ourselves and also how we see the external world around us. And that creates a feedback loop sometimes of things that work out well for us and not so much. I say this all to say at the end of the day that in anything that we do, there's so much to be learned and discovered about our sense of self, and it all starts with us. So no matter if we are joining a community that is founded on negativity and insecurities, or we're seeking out healthy ways of living, it is how we are identifying ourselves and the implicit ideals that we have about our lives or how we should be living our lives that kind of creates the life that we're living. So on that note, I'm going to wrap up this episode. Again, if you have anything to say or share, put it down below. If you want more of these episodes, subscribe, and you can also head over to Patreon to support. As always, thank you so much for making it to the end. And until next week, stay blessed, stay authentic. The part where all the videos I did for the last 3 days, I have no audio for since my microphone was only on output, not input. Gotta love it. Listen, I know some people prefer negative reinforcement over positive reinforcement, but I'm not one of those girls.